Hi, this is Cassie at Treetime, and this is our Halloween wreath dress-up kit tutorial. This fun DIY wreath we call Bubble Bubble Toil No Trouble. There are two ways that you can order this wreath. If you have a 24-inch wreath at home that you'd like to repurpose, all you need to buy is the cauldron kit. The cauldron kit includes this plastic black cauldron with pipe cleaners attached. The bubbles, you're going to get 1 orange, 2 green, and 2 purple large bubbles, a small cluster of silver bubbles that will split up later on in the tutorial. You're going to get a purple wired witch's leg and hat bow with a metal spider and battery operated lights. Now the lights, the batteries are not included. There's 3 AA batteries, just for your information. If you don't have a wreath that you're going to repurpose, you will grab the 24-inch Finley wreath that I'm going to be using today in this tutorial. We're ready to get started. Okay, our first step, we're going to shape the bottom of the wreath where the cauldron's going to attach. So we're going to take the branches of the wreath, push them in towards the center, and make it as tight as you can. That way when we put the cauldron over, it's a nice, easy fit. All right, let's see if we got enough here. Now we're going to take the cauldron, set it right on the center, on top. Now the pipe cleaners are going to go through the wreath, and I'm going to turn this over and show you on the back. We have the wire frame of the wreath. There's one on the outside and one on the inside. When we're attaching the items to the wreath, try to get them onto that wire frame so that they stay on securely. So we're going to put this back on here. Take our pipe cleaner through the bottom. And twist it. And then we're going to take the other one, again through that bottom wire frame, and then twist it into place. Let's flip this over so we can see. And then the pipe cleaners up at the top are going to come to the side of the wreath. These are going to attach to the inner circle a wire frame. Oh. And it just popped through here. Pushing it through. And then twisting the pipe cleaner to secure it into place. Get our other side. Once you have the pipe cleaners twisted, we're just going to kind of tuck them out of the way. Later on, when we're done, you can take a wire clippers and you can trim those pipe cleaners down just so that they don't show. All right, so that's our first step. The next step, we're going to take our larger bubbles, and you can start with any color you want to. I'm going to start with the green, and I'm going to go from my right side, working around to the left side of the cauldron. Now our bow is going to end up being attached right here, so I'm not going to put any of the bubbles there, because we'll keep that for the ribbon. So we're going to push this through. When you bring it around to the back, again, I'm going to flip it over so you can see, because we're going to take this nice wired stem and wrap it around the metal frame of the wreath again. Pushing it through and twisting it on. And then when you get back to the front, you're going to kind of position those a little bit. I'm going to alternate my colors. Next one I'm going to do is the purple. Same thing, I'm going to push it through. Come to the back side, bend the wire, and attach it to the metal frame of the wreath and give it a little bit of a twist. Once again we have it in place, I kind of maneuver the bubbles in place. The next we're going to bring the orange one in, coming to the back of the frame, bending it and pushing it through. Separate them just a little bit. Use the green one next. Okay, let's kind of push that around a little. All right, and then the last large bubble, push through. To the back. And twist it in. Okay, that's the start of the cauldron. Now we're going to take the small silver bubbles that come in a cluster. I've divided them into groups of 3. Once you divide them into 3, you're going to take one of the wires and just wrap it around the others so that that cluster stays together. And before I attach them, I kind of like to place them where I think they're going to go, and we're just going to kind of fill in from the other bubbles. Two more clusters. Let's put one up there. And maybe one right here. Now once you have them in place, you'll turn the wreath around and you'll see the little wires in the back. So you're just going to go around and attach them to the wire frame just as you attach the large bubbles. All right. Kind of push them into place. You're ready for the bow. Now the bow also is on a pipe cleaner. We're going to bring it to the side, to the right side of the cauldron, and also attach it to the wire frame. It will be the inner frame this time of the wreath. We'll twist that off. And then fluff the bow. Now the bow might need a little bit of shaping. It's kind of nice because it is a wired ribbon. It has really good body, so it'll work really well with this. Now, on your cauldron, you have a very small hole right under the lip of the cauldron to your right side. That's where we're going to take the spider. Spider's on a metal hook here. You're just going to lace the hook through and then do a little bit of a knot with the wire just so that it stays secure on your cauldron. Then it will, once it's up, it'll lay flat. Right now it's going to fall to the side, but that's okay. All right, our last step, we're going to add the lights. Now I'm going to drop the lights. I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to drop the lights inside the cauldron from the back. So that's where it's going to be held. And then I'm going to pull them through. Now I like to work from my right to the left. And from here, we're going to fill in the spaces where the bubbles are not. So we're going to take the stem of the wreath. This is a nice wired light. We're going to go to the tip and just wrap it around a couple of times. That way it'll hold it into place. So I'm just weaving around the bubbles. Trying to spread the lights out evenly. I'm kind of going out, back in, out, and then back in. All right, and we're almost there. So I want to bring it because the cauldron is bubbling over to the side. And there we have it. This is cauldron kit. Once you pick it up, your spider is going to drop down and you'll be all in place.